Hello everyone, this is Cherie. Welcome to my week 2 review of Sheltering in Place. I have been keeping up with my to-do lists, still flossing every day, still doing yoga every day. The yoga was actually my 30-day challenge or 1-month challenge for the month of March. So I'm continuing with that. Today's the last day. I absolutely have to do it, but I will probably continue because it looks like we might be sheltering in place for another month. The word hasn't come out definitively, but all indicators are pointing toward a little bit longer of sheltering in place, which gives me a lot more time to do exercise and yoga and things like that. Let's get right into movies. So, I watched Atomic Blonde. This is the 3rd time I've seen this. Charlize Theron. This is such a good action movie. If you love action movies, go see it. If you love female protagonists, go see it. It's just awesome. Old classic, Amélie. This is in French. But you know, it's very visual and there's not a lot of reading. I Capture the Castle. This was written by someone whose name I will put over here along with the work that they are more well known for. But it's a British romantic comedy. It was cute. Murder by Death. I love this movie. This is also if you liked Knives Out, this is a fun one as well. I like this one better than Clue. It's very, very clever and very funny. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. This is an Edgar Wright film done in kind of like a video game style. Love this movie. If you haven't seen it, see this one. And then finally, Where to Invade Next by Michael Moore. Now, in general, his movies kind of make me nervous because like he can get very confrontational with people and just kind of show them being idiots, and I don't like that even if they are idiots. So I was hesitant to watch this. I've had this waiting to be watched for a few weeks now, and I was finally like, okay, let's just do it. This is a great movie, and there aren't a lot of those uncomfortable type scenes. It's him going to different countries and seeing how their social systems are better than what we have in America and how maybe America should think about adapting some of the ideas in here. Really, really good. Books. I have not finished a book this week, but I am working on Julia Child's My Life in France. If you love France, if you love food, it's just charming. It's all her memories of living in France and going to the Cordon Bleu school, getting her diploma there. And right now I'm on the part where she and 2 other friends open up a home-based cooking school for other people who want to learn how to cook. So this is charming. I love how it's written. She's a good writer. She actually had said in there that she had wanted to be a writer early on, and you can tell she's just a really good writer. All right, and screenplays. I only read 2 screenplays this week. The first one was called The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. It was written by the Coen brothers. It's like half a dozen vignettes, short stories that take place in the West. And, you know, Westerns aren't really my thing. Short stories aren't my thing. It was really well done, but, And the other screenplay I read was Dumpster Donna. Yay! Finally, I read it. And you know what? It's good. There are about 40 pages that needed copy editing, so little things like commas or, you know, a word here that was wrong or misspelled or missing an S or something like that. Now, I still have 20 pages to go of what I call the needs finessing. And so I put a big like F, you know, for finesse on those pages. Those will take a little longer. Some of them will be simple. It's just like, you know, find a different word here, just kind of like rephrase the sentence. But there are a couple where it's like big blocks. And I have to spend more time getting the dialogue to flow better. I have something that I need for my script that I would love for people to maybe give me ideas for. I don't know how soon I'll be able to figure this out. But I have about a week before I have to enter it into the nickel contest. So there is an item that our photographer wants, and he just doesn't have enough money for it. And in the script, I call it a MacGuffin because it is a MacGuffin. It's not important to the whole script, but it does help Donna perform an action. Basically, she sees it. She sees a MacGuffin in a trash bin with a garbage truck approaching. And so she dumpster dives to get that out for her photographer friend. So I need to know, and it's something that would look good maybe in the corner of his room. I was thinking, well, maybe it's some kind of lighting setup. I don't know, but it has to be something that's expensive. It's big, so it could stick out a little over a trash bin, and it's something that someone would throw away instead of maybe taking it to a resale shop or something. So any ideas, I'd appreciate them. That would be awesome. Thank you. And then on Friday, I went to the grocery store. This is the first day I have been out for 10 days, ever since we got the shelter-in-place order. So that was on a Monday, the 16th, and now it's Friday, the 27th. I'm really glad that trash services are still going right now. Of course, I'm really grateful that there are hospital and healthcare workers. So let's just see what things look like. I'm trying to go early to the store so there aren't a lot of people there. Let's see what the parking lot looks like. Well, I'm sad. It looks like they took the horses away. So I don't know where they put them, but that was one of the things I really wanted to see, my horsies. I'm in front of the local gym, Total Fitness, and this is the first time I haven't seen anyone working out there. It's totally closed. Okay, made it to Safeway, and I think everyone had the same idea I did to get here early on Friday. Look how many cars there are in this parking lot. Ugh. I did find out later the reason the grocery store was so packed was because everyone got there a little before 6 a.m. when the store opened because there was a delivery. And so everyone bought up all the toilet paper and Clorox wipes again. There weren't any when I went there, but that's why there were so many cars, because people had been shopping from the morning. And I remember walking in and there was this really long line, and then they have to put space between everyone in the carts and the line so that you're separated from each other. But it was, it's because everyone bought the toilet paper that morning. Yesterday, I finally finished my Parasite screenplay review video, and that took me a long time. I've been working on that for almost 2 months, and I just buckled down, finished it. So that's why I didn't get a lot of other stuff done last week. I still haven't done the when someone dies notes for my mom. I need to do that. It's on my list every day, and like I said, it's one of those things I just don't want to have to deal with it, but I know I do have to deal with it, so I need to get it done. Something I forgot to mention in last week's video was I had my annual physical about 3 or 4 weeks ago, right when, it was on the edge of this stuff was starting to happen, and we knew, it was going to hit the U.S. I remember being in the waiting room, and someone coughed on this side behind me, and then someone coughed on that side behind me. So I just kind of got up and moved to the opposite side of the room. And when I went in for my exam, they told me, oh, you're due for your pneumococcal vaccine. We're going to get that ready for you right away. So it wasn't like, hey, do you want to get that done today? It was like, you're getting this vaccine today. And also when they asked, you know, do you do this, do you do that? And when I said I don't smoke, they're like, oh, good. So I think the hospitals kind of knew ahead of time what the really bad things were going to be. Just because I got the vaccine doesn't mean I won't get the COVID-19, but, you know, it's good that I have the vaccine. Also, I had a scare last night. Around 8:30, I felt this little tickle in my throat, and I was like, oh no. And I just became like an instant hypochondriac, and I was looking up all this stuff online, and, you know, yeah, does it have cold symptoms? And, you know, saying in general it doesn't, but sometimes it might. And then, so I was kind of freaking out, and then like I read one thing where it said, people lose their sense of smell. And so I'm smelling everything. I'm like, okay, I can smell things. So I woke up this morning, I felt fine. Oh, and I also, I gargled with salt water, which I realized I've never been taught how to gargle, so it was just like spilling out everywhere. It was horrible. And then I drank half of this. This is a fresh pressed juice. It's a beet and fruit juice. These are great. This brand right here, I love them. I think they're like $3 each. They're kind of expensive, but they're really good, and they make you feel good when you drink them. So anyway, I woke up this morning, I felt fine. And I think what it was I'd been eating popcorn. And you know how sometimes they have little sharp bits where the kernel might not have popped all the way? I think maybe that scraped the back of my throat or something. Anyway, hopefully, because I've been really good about washing my hands. I've been really careful, and that Friday was the only time I went out. So, you know, fingers crossed. So for all of you who live in California, you probably have an earthquake bag. I have personally lived through 2 major earthquakes. One was, 1989. It was in the Bay Area, and then I moved to LA for a couple of years in, I think it was 1994. And that was a big earthquake. So it's just one of those things where you're like, oh, you know, we should keep an emergency bag by the bed or right by the door. So I thought, you know, during this time, I should go through those emergency bags, see what I've got in them. So I have 2. One is more like the food and stuff, and one is, I don't know, we're going to find out. I think there's clothes and things in here. So, aha. The 7 P's to do during an evacuation. People, pets, plastic, paper, prescriptions, pictures, personal computer, and phone. Oh, my spa slippers. So I got these when I was working at the spa. Those are nice because they're rubber, and I guess I could walk through muck or something if I need to. Oh, little hat. Pair of jeans with a belt. Is that where my belt went? All right. I wonder what size they are. All right, I think that says 14, which is a size bigger than I am right now. I go between like a 10 and a 12, but bra, underwear, socks. Oh, there's that shirt. So I have these things. You think about, oh, I'm not going to wear this anymore, but I really like it. So what should I do? Oh, put it in the earthquake bag. Oh, look it. Okay, so potentially this is something I could use right now if I run out. I've got reading glasses, which are probably not the right magnification at this point. Oh, good, a little notepad. I kind of need that now. Well, we'll see. Oh, little medicines. Good washcloth, can opener, bar of soap, bags. Oh, yeah, so like plastic bags. This is something I found in New York. It's a knife. Someone had Looks like they had tried to get into this business where I was working, and the manager and I were opening it in the morning. And he's like, here, you want it? So in New York, they have to like put these steel grates down and locks and stuff in front of all the stores. And yeah, so someone had tried to break the lock, but it didn't work. Oh, this is a little, I think that's a little mini calculator. And then this is an airplane thing, so it's got like, a toothbrush. Okay, I'm running out of space on my phone, so I've got to make this quick. Floss, matches, and a pen to write on that little notepad. So let me go grab the backpack with the food and stuff. Oops, and a Swiss Army knife. Okay, this bag it's a little heavy because it's got water in it. But I'd put my own. These are little finger wipes. They're not alcohol wipes, unfortunately, but they're the kind you get with your food. And so, they'll kind of sanitize. I don't think this is the exact kind of mask that they're looking for, but I've got a mask and I've got some gloves. I'm taking that out right now. Cash. So every month I put just a little cash in this emergency envelope. I think I've got a little close to $100 or something here. But it's good to have cash. There's this this radio thing that you wind up so you don't need electricity. A little tiny bit of toilet paper. That'll go back in the bag because I'm fine on toilet paper right now. Food rations. Kleenex, flares, poncho. Good idea, rain poncho. Quarters. I thought, well, maybe if, we need to use vending machines, that way I'll have quarters. Tuna, I need to check the expiration date on that one. Emergency whistle. Emergency drinking water. And then we've got these emergency blankets and a little emergency first aid kit. So that's everything in here. Again, the thing that makes it the heaviest is the water. Well, that was kind of fun. So the last thing I wanted to mention was I've been having a lot of vivid dreams lately. I don't know if you have. I kind of wish that I had a dream journal. I thought about buying one right before all this went down, but now I don't want to order stuff from warehouses, and I'm even paranoid about just the food we get in the grocery store and touching that. So it'll be a while, but yeah, really strange dreams, not bad, but just strange and vivid. So anyway, if you've had any strange dreams and you want to share them, you can leave them in the comments below. I hope you are all doing well, and I will see you for next week's update. Have a great week. Bye.